everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we are reviewing the newly released Propella V4.0 single-speed electric bike. Let's check it out.
The Propella V4.0 is the latest update to Propella's popular lightweight commuter e-bikes. This is the single-speed version, and it weighs in at a mere 35 pounds, making it feel a lot closer to a standard bicycle than most other e-bikes out there. Part of that low weight is due to the simple frame and those narrow tires, but it's also due to the moderate performance level we've got here. In back, there's a small 250 watt continuous and 400 watt peak rear hub motor. It's not going to win any races, but it gets you up to the bike's top speed of 18.5 miles an hour decently quickly. It's fine for light and modest hills, but this is not going to be a strong hill climber on its own. Fortunately, there's no such thing as on its own with the Propella, as this is a Class 1 e-bike, meaning you're on pedal assist only, no throttle. There are 5 different levels of pedal assist, and they range from a gentle push at the low end to a stronger assist on the high end that leaves you without having to do too much work on your own. When it comes to pedaling, this model is a single speed, and so you've only got one gear ratio.
Now, a lot of people ask me if a single speed even works on an electric bike. And my answer is that, yeah, it actually works better than on a typical non-electric pedal bike. And the reason for that is that even though these bikes are generally geared for the higher end, which means that when you're getting rolling in the beginning, it's a bit harder because you don't have a low gear, even despite that, the electric power assist is going to help you power through those first few seconds where you feel like you need that low gear to get started.
Like I said, this is not a powerhouse of an e-bike, but the power is still there. 400 watts peak is the equivalent of the continuous output of 2 reasonably fit riders, or one rider that's booking it pretty darn hard. On a single-speed e-bike like this, that translates into some very useful assistance.
Now, if you really want more gears than the single speed, Propella has a slightly more expensive model with the Shimano 7-speed transmission, so you can pay a bit more and get that. But if you're like me and you live in a flat place and you don't really need those gears, the single speed actually works great, and it makes for a lighter, less expensive e-bike.
The lightweight design of the bike is matched by a lightweight battery. This thing is not overflowing with capacity, it's just 36 volts and 7 amp hours for a total of 250 watt hours. You can still get a good 20 miles of range minimum though, and closer to 40 miles on the high end if you're sticking to low pedal assist. The battery also has a new design this year and gets an improved locking mechanism, plus it's got better waterproofing too, should you get caught in the rain. The bike also comes with a new mini charger, which is actually really nice for tossing in your bag since it doesn't take up as much space as a typical large e-bike charger. New rubber also graces the bike, with more premium CST tires. They're quite narrow, but should feel familiar to anyone used to riding road bikes, and the same goes for that lack of suspension. The bike is rigid, and so it's best for riders who already appreciate these lightweight, non-suspension bikes. If you need fat tires or a suspension fork, this ain't your ride, pal. Let's talk components. Considering the low entry cost of this bike, you're of course not going to get super high-end parts, but the bike still feels nicely spec'd. The mechanical disc brakes are plenty for bringing you to a stop, the digital display is basic but sufficient, the touch points are all quality, such as these alloy bar ends and those full metal pedals, and the whole bike just feels well put together. As a commuter bike though, I think I could really use some lights here. I know that those can be added later, but I like it when street e-bikes include them as standard equipment, since I consider lights to be important safety equipment. Other than that, I don't have many complaints.
I mean, maybe it could use some fenders. Every now and again you hit some water and it's a bit of a doozy.
So yeah, maybe lights and fenders as standard equipment could have been nice, but they offer both on the site as add-ons, and I guess that means those that don't want to add accessories can get a lower base price this way. At $1,099, it's hard to really gripe too hard about accessories. The bike is well made, it rides well, and it offers great utility for alternative transport, and that's fine by me.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that review of the Propella V4.0 electric bike. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.